Well, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to make some assumptions, and I'm going to stay with those assumptions are up front. One is that we'll have a few people joining us as we go forward. The other is that you've already been through MoxiPresent to the point that you can create a CMA. So I'm going to make those assumptions so that I can focus on how you can personalize it, how you can punch it up and make it your very own each and every time. Now, before I even jump in, the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I am going to create a quick flyer. And if you've ever been in any of my sessions before, you may have heard me say that I like the quick flyer. That's an example of what I leave on the kitchen table for the potential buyers to gander, gawk, look, and of course, we wait for the blue circle to finish doing its thing. And needless to say, we've had the internet guy here a couple times today because it's been that kind of a day. I'm gonna pick that one there, and then title. Main image, it automatically grabs it from the MLS. For additional images, you get to go to the MLS and grab the ones you want. So I love that one. Yeah, I get to select 3 images, but unfortunately you have to do them one at a time. So let's see here. I don't really know what that is. And then one more. Just for giggles. And of course, you can put in price, you can change anything in the listing details, you can move them up, you can move them down. It's funny that bathrooms is first up, so I definitely, I just got to move that down. I'm just saying, click next, view or print. The reason I'm going to do all this beforehand is so that when I go to add a page, I got quick and easy. I got a page sitting out there just waiting for me to be able to add it. All right. Now that I've done all of that, go back to MoxiPresent. And again, I made the assumption that you know how to do a CMA. So I'm going to click on my pencil because I've not finished personalizing it for me. Okay. And the great thing about this is, folks, is if you started to work on a project and for whatever reason, you didn't get it done, it's already automatically saved wherever you left off. So all you have to do is come back in, and I'm going to skip all of these because I've done all of that, and I'm going to click on pages. Now, the easiest thing we can all do is we can come down and we can click on add a page, and we can add from the library. That's the easiest way to do it. Again, there's going to be brokerage pages that you can look at and grab. And if you want to know what they look like, you just have to click on it. Wait for it. It's coming. Wait for it. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it is, but it's always really slow here in the afternoon. Boop, 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 boop. Come on. We're going to go back and try another one, see if we can get it to load any quicker. There we go. And so again, you can take a gander, you look at it and say, oh yeah, I like that. And you can simply click on the add button and it tells you that it's added. And whether you added it or not, you have to click on the X on the left-hand side so that you can get back to where you were. And of course, if you didn't like it, you just click on the X and get back. Also, each brand has a great deal number of pages as well. What I would encourage you to do is take the time at some point and simply go through and find the ones that you like and the ones that fit you, so that you have your package all set. So then all you really have to do is come in and do your thing. But what I want to point out is, okay, I added that page right there. So it is the second page, but these pages have these pencils out here. So what I'm going to do just to give you a demonstration here, I'm going to come over and I'm going to click on view, and I'm going to click on print, and it's going to go out and create a PDF while we're doing this. Now, we started out with 12 pages, right? So that's not a lot. We added one to make it 12, even dozen, you know, cheaper by the dozen. That was a movie for some that might actually remember that. Wait for it, wait for it. Slowly but surely. Okay, so 12 pages, right? But when I open it up in a PDF, I actually have 26 pages. Now, depending on the comparables and the things that you decide to use, I've seen them upwards of 90. So how do I trim it down? First off, so my cover photo says 1 o'clock demo. It's got that and that. I can actually edit the very first one. If I don't want my photo, I can turn it off. If I wanted to change the image, I could turn it, you know, I could do that. The date will actually update each and every time, unless of course, you print it, and then of course it doesn't update, but the web version does. You can actually have the web cover design mirror the PDF cover. Isn't that kind of cool? Again, you get to change that, but we're going to keep it all the same right there. But one of the things that happens is we start to get into the nuts and the bolts of the listings and all the things that we've picked out. Oh my goodness, I'm going to go crazy. Ordinarily, I really doesn't bother me that the Wi-Fi around here in Clarkston takes a while, but when I'm doing the class, I want it fast. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm going to grow old. This is unbelievable. Well, we're going to try. To have one less thing, and we'll go ahead and close that out to have one less thing. Your internet connection is unstable. Oh, goodness gracious. Are you kidding me? You know, seriously. I just hit the refresh button, see if I can't speed it up a little bit. If you didn't notice, I just got out of there all together. I'm really hoping I can get this thing to react a little bit quicker. I was on my own, it wouldn't make no difference to me. But I want to make the most use of my time with you. All right. So let's come back in. We're going to click on the pencil. And I'm going to go right to the end. I'm going to go right to pages. So listing location map, listing overview, and then side-by-side comparison. Well, in fact, I'll go ahead and I'm going to see, this is what the list, this is like your curb appeal, right? If you click on the pencil there, you have the ability to show this or not. In fact, you can actually limit the number of images. Side-by-side comparisons. Now, this is where sometimes it can get really, really long. So again, you get to select, do you want to show all of this information or don't you? Because you can turn it all on, you can turn it all off. Pricing section, you can turn it all on. You can make it so that it only shows up on the print version, doesn't show up on the web version, which doesn't make any sense because the print version means it's going to be longer, right? But there's all kinds of things in here that we can change and delete. But the biggest piece comes back to this listing overview. Depending on the agent, okay, they might have 99 pictures, right? Well, you can drag that across and you could limit the number of pictures. And so what I'm trying to get you to understand is you can reduce the number of pages that would be printed because you would reduce the number of images. How many images do you want per listing? Maybe you only want a dozen. You know, it'd be nice if it actually showed you as it went up and down, but there it is. It's good. It's going to limit it to 12 right now, no matter how many photos there are. So when you come to the status comparisons, or actually, I'm going to go up to the listing location map because this is what I love about Moxie so much, is the ability to look at the photographs. And of course, this one only got 2 photos. Golly gee, look at that. Let's see about this one. Yeah, there we go. Now we got a few more. You know, I don't know about you, but when I look at pictures, I always look at it with a very critical eye, and I look at it from a buyer's eye. And sometimes people they get whitewashed. But that is the quickest and easiest way. And again, same thing in here. You can come in and you don't want to show all of it, you can turn it off. Again, from the web version. And I guess the point would be is for the web version, send it. Okay. If you come back and you make any changes in the settings to reduce the number of pages that you're going to print, understand that you turn them off for the web version as well. So if you reduce it to reduce the number of pages, be sure you go back and undo whatever it is you did. Otherwise, you distorted the web version because it works in sync with one another. Now, what I really want to focus on is creating new pages. And of course, the easiest way is you have a page already done that you want to use. And so you've created it, you got it, you're going to upload it. And then it becomes a part of your thing. And then I'm gonna move it on down here because notice how I'm dragging it down because I don't want it up there at the top. In fact, I'm gonna put it right down. Come on now, catch up to me. And that's probably really not the name I want on it, right? So name your file before you upload it. Otherwise, it's got a really weird name, right? You can change layout options in here. Again, how does it look in the web? You can pick large, small, medium, and all that good stuff. Some of you may have already found these neat little tools, and some of you may not have. All depends on what you've decided to play around with. But again, it makes it a quick and easy flyer. You saw it. It literally took me less than 60 seconds to go pick a couple of photos and throw it up there. You gotta love. See that fireplace that I picked out? Now I know I got to go back because whoever took these photographs rotated their camera up and down. I want you to pay attention to this, folks. It's a $998,000 listing. And the agent couldn't even pay for professional photography. Because if he paid for, or she paid for professional photography, we wouldn't have anything sideways. Blows my mind. An almost $1 million property, and we got somebody using their camera on their phone. And I'm not saying the camera on the phone is not a great camera. It can be, but not if you keep flopping it this way. Oh my goodness. Enough said. So that's the easy one, right? Now, the thing is that page that I just added, it's also in my library. Because as soon as I upload anything that I upload, it's going to my library. So I'm going to go add from library. I'm going to go to my pages. And right there it is. Oh, right there. Of course, now we got to wait for it to come into view. But so my point is you could go and you could create some really nice pictures. And I know like a lot of people like RPR, people like Toolkit CMA, people like Remind, people like iCloud. There's a lot of different ways of creating things. I'm a big fan of PowerPoint and whatnot, but my point is that you can do whatever you want to do. And of course, in this here, if I click on edit, I can make any changes in here that I want because it's mine. Okay. So let's get out of there and let's go back to pages. Add a page. We're going to create new and we're going to build a page. Many of you may have seen the easiest way to get a YouTube video. Recording. And the nice thing about this is all you need is the URL. You don't have to worry about the embed piece. Click on video, paste it, give it a name, descript, and so on. Now that just got added to my library. But let's do something a little bit different. Okay. Let's do something a little bit different this time. Let's go ahead and add a page. We're going to create new. And I'm going to choose this design this time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of combining up here. I've already uploaded a couple of things, so I'm going to use what I've uploaded just for the sake of time. Come on. Oh. Give me a break. I'm going to add it. I'm going to remove it so I can add it back in. Because the reason I want to do that is because I want to add text. Your trusted advisor, or yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with your trusted advisor. Okay. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to bolden it. More colors. I'm actually going to identify the color that I want. If you want the Coldwell Banker blue, it's going to be pound 012169. And if you want the C21 gold, it's BEB 087. So I want large text. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead, come down here so that it makes it think I'm going someplace else. It's being a pain today. I'm coming back. It's being a pain. So down here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to actually, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to go there. Let me go backwards because I know I did that kind of quickly. When you go to more, again, if you're just going to put in text, image, video, or you just click one of those. But down here, if you click on more, they actually have templates. So you can have a page section, see, where you can actually do, it's pre-formatted for you. So it makes it kind of cool. I bet most of you didn't even know that existed. I'm actually going to use this one right here. So I got to upload an image. Browse server. Now this is one of the catch-alls, okay, folks. When you're doing the image, you do have to stay within the confines of 200 by 200. So you have to have some way to be able to do your image with regard to getting it to the right size, okay? And I click up here so that browse server. Oh my goodness, there we go. And then heading. So I got my heading here and I'm going to say credentials, description, ABR, dot, da, 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 da. And I'm going to go CPRES, dot, da, 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 da. Okay. And I could go on and on and on. When I get to everything that I wanted to do, I come back. And again, I can change the size. Okay. I can change the font. I can change, again, do I want it to be extra large? Nope, I don't. So what happens when you do a boo-boo, huh? You come over here and you click on that little one right there and go backwards. See how easy that was? That's right there. Just like if you work with Word or anything else. Again, I want to make my color. This time I'm going to make it in gold. Just to be different. Oop. See, now I got the gold color. And let's say, you know what? I want to use some bullets in front of that. And so just like in Word, if I were to continue, and if you're done using bullets, all you have to do is hit down like that. And then again, you can put in your affiliations. I'll give you an example of what I put together. I just want to give you an idea of what you can do, because the same thing applies over on this side. So you get this side all done the way you want it. And then you come over here and you can apply an entirely different template. Okay. So maybe I'm going to make it easy. All right. Again, the same thing applies. You can format it. You can, if you have the text outside, you can actually copy and paste it into here. But this is something that I wanted to also show you. So let me jump to my website here real quick. Because what I like about this is you can actually embed links. And why would that be important that I embed links within my MoxiPresent? Well, the reason is because you want to drive traffic to your website, right? How do you drive traffic to your website? Well, you have to put the link someplace. So I'm going to go grab this one right here. I'm going to go back to MoxiPresent. And so right here, I'm going to say my marketing strategy. So I only need to highlight the click here. Okay. And then I come over here to source. Oh, sorry. I'm looking for the link. Somebody see the link? Oh, there it is. There's my link. And so when they click on the link, see that? And the nice thing is, let me save this. And then let's get out of here because demo's right here. Wait for it to catch up to us. There is no maximum on the number of links that you can embed either. So you can embed to your heart's delight. I cannot tell you the dividends, how huge they are, that this is what is called a back end link. And from an SEO standpoint, this is huge, folks. In other words, my point is, instead of putting everything into the presentation and hoping that they read it or look at it, what happens if you drive them to your website with some of that same material? Because part of what I'm going to show you in the Moxie website tips and tricks classes are how you create custom pages like this, so you can drive traffic back to your website, because that's what it's all about. So let me get out of the web and let me get out of that. And I'm going to go back to pages. And I want to do one, I keep coming back to pages just because I want to make it so that you understand. I'm always started back at ground zero, hopefully, so it makes sense. So what I want to do next is I want to show you how you can embed some Google Maps into your presentation. And I really like this idea from the standpoint of Let's say we have somebody that's new to the area. Let's say that you're relocation certified. Let's say that you want to give your sellers an idea of some of the marketing that you might do. Okay, so I'm going to use this template again. And up here, I'm going to put in the text. Let me see. I'm going to use Fenton because that's the office I sell out of. So that gives you an idea of the two maps that I'm going to incorporate. I'm actually going to center that because I think it needs to be centered. It'd be really nice, if it saved your colors, but it doesn't. I call that a flaw in the system, but I keep asking for things and we'll see. We're going to make it a heading. So I want large Fenton, Michigan, and things to do. Okay, so let's go. And well, I'm going to use a Google search just because it makes it easier for me. Boop, 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 boop. And then we're going to click on the map. And there's my map. Now I could take it and I could put it in just like this, but this is what I'm going to do. And again, that's one way of doing it. But I like to take it a little step farther, and I'm going to click on restaurants. And now I have just restaurants, okay? So what I have to do is I have to grab this URL, and I've got to add it, paste and go, so that I can get these three little dashes back. Okay, so when I click on this, I'm going to share or embed the map. All I got to do is literally copy that link. I don't have to be fancy about it or anything else. Okay. Go back to MoxiPresent and source, paste. Okay. I'm going to go back to my original map. And notice these are the three things that I was talking about. Okay. This time, let me go backwards. Oh, I guess it was that one. And things to do. I don't want you there. I'm going to do, oh, look at that. This time it came in for me. I love it. Doesn't always do that. My things to do right there. So I'm going to do the same thing. Share, embed the map. This time I'm just going to copy the link. Notice Facebook, Twitter, Gmail. Lots of options, folks. Come in here and we're going to do the same thing. That was not in embed code. There, that's my embed code. There's a difference between a URL and a iframe. And what we're dealing with is what's called iframe. All right. So might as well copy that so I can save it, give it a name. Looks like I don't have enough characters for all of it. So restaurants and things to do. Now check this out. Let's go back to our presentation because we just added it in there. All right. Wait for it to catch up a little bit. So check this out. This map is interactive. There's Culver's. There's Petaway. I can actually move the map around. There's the Fenton House restaurant. Again, if I want directions, I click on it and look at that. It takes me to Google automatically. Is that crazy or what? I mean, I'm just saying, same way with Linden Parks, things to do, right? I want to know more about Linden Park. So boom, I'm there. Oh my goodness. If you're going to be marketing a property and it's not going to be, let's admit it. Some of our properties, people come from within the city, but for the larger part, they're going to come from outward. So think about it from a marketing perspective, because remember what I showed you back here? This can be shared. Let's get back to my original Fenton, Michigan. Oh, doop, boop. This can be shared across many different forums. So on your Facebook page, Facebook page, did I mention that? Oh yeah, let me see. So anyways, we have this, right? And I can go right to Facebook with it. So this was going to be a copy of the link itself. All right, I copied the link. I'm going to go jump over to Facebook. Let that come open. Come on, baby. Wow. And again, if I, instead of using the things to do one, if I use the one for the restaurants, I would simply say, here are some places to eat while you're there, right? So I save it. Now, when they click on it, once again, I made it super easy for someone to find out things to do in Fenton. I'm going to go back to MoxiPresent, and I'm going to go to the web version. Go back to Facebook. And notice that it doesn't come in with an image. So, and I'm doing that intentionally, okay? So that I can demonstrate. Let me close that out. Come back into MoxiPresent. And we're going to go back to the subject property. And whatever you have, whether it's clipping or whatever you have where you can do a little screenshot, do a little screenshot, go back, hit that, add your screenshot. And look at that. Again, there's a couple of reasons I'm doing this, folks. I want to drive traffic backwards. Now, if this were my actual listing, all right, and this is part of what I'll show you. I'm showing you what you can do with MoxiPresent and Moxie website. If it was your actual listing, you could take and use the same URL from your website and do the same thing in Facebook. I'll be showing folks how to do that on Thursday this week. But since this is not, I need to get rid of this post. And you know what? I'm going to leave the things to do in Fenton. So, all right. What's your questions? Where did I lose you? I got a couple things in chat, so let me go see what that's all about. Yes, I will send out a recording to this. And what is the code? Okay, the to get the CB blue color, it is pound 012169. And the gold for C21 is pound BEB 087. And those are the branded numbers that identify those colors. So, questions? Somebody's got to have a question. Oh, I was going to show you what that final one that I built. So let me go to pages. Let me go to add a page, add from the library, my pages. And so this is what I use in mine, is this right here. And the reason is every single one of these links goes back to my website. And if I'm out doing a buyer tour and I include this as well, again, all of these go back to my website. Make the two work together for you. Questions?
I have a question.
Do.
Okay. Will this work if I had another website that's not connected to like Moxie or C21? Could I
Yes.
still? Okay.
Yep. Because you decide what this link is. Okay. In MoxiPresent, all you're doing is, let me go back to pages. Let me go back to add a page, create new, and build. Okay, so when you're in here and you create the text and everything else, you will choose the link, okay? So let me grab a template real quick. In other words, da, dee, da. And then I'm going to put in click here. So you highlight just the piece that says click here, okay? And you go to this little thing that looks like a little chain. You paste your URL. I don't care where that URL takes them. It could take them to your salon shop for all I care. You know what I mean? You put it in there, so you decide. And if it doesn't go back to a Moxie website, that's okay. If you want to,
thank you.
the one thing that I don't have on mine is I could actually have included my blog in it as well. I didn't think about it when I put it together, so let me make another point about that. Let me go backwards.
Bob, how long does it take to get everything set up that like you have? Would you say, like how long did it? Well, for you, it probably didn't take long to just get everything like your page and all the links that you have to get all of those set up.
I'm going to say probably an hour or so. And again, it might have been a little bit longer because I really didn't know what I was going to do the first time. I also, I've not used the build feature a lot within MoxiPresent. I continue to play with it more and more because I know a lot of us won't have other ways to build a page. So I purposely have spent more and more time trying to understand how to use the tools that, and the tools within that were given. So, it was probably an hour, but once I got going, I knew what I wanted. And as far as the one for the trusted advisor, I kind of took the idea, now that didn't exist on the Coldwell Banker side, it did exist on the C21 side, that one of the marketing pieces was entitled Trusted Advisor. Unfortunately, it was not editable, so nobody could do anything with it. I'm going to click on home here because I want to show you. Doop-a-dee-boop. I had a lot of people requesting. And so what I was doing was I was sending them the PowerPoint slide so that they could open it up in PowerPoint and edit it. So when you do this, okay, you notice this box right over here, editable to others. And that's what's huge. What I'm trying now to figure out is how I take this and send it out to the company. Because I can do that on with the websites. I can create a template or a design on for the websites, and then I can actually share those web pages out. Well, there's a way to do it within MoxiPresent as well. So the idea would be is I would send this to you, and then you can come in, change the picture, change the logo, change the wording, do whatever you want to do, and make it your own. But the hard work is done from the standpoint of here's a template, use it. I just had to figure out how to share it. I have not figured that piece out yet. I will. Anything else? Come on, you guys are too easy on me.
No, I don't have any questions. It's pretty, thorough. I'm kind of taking notes from what you already have of what I could put on mine. Not copying verbatim, but
And a picture's worth 1,000 words. If you take a picture with your phone, then it's in your photos.
Yeah, can you move it up a little bit more? Did you have anything under that question? Okay.
I take so many photos in a day where I see something I like, and so oh man, I gotta do that. Oh man, I gotta do that. And then I go and play with it. And like I said, sharing options, I know is an issue. I just had to figure out how to make it shareable across the company. I'll figure out one, then the rest of them will follow suit. And I love the fact that if they open the PDF, because you send them the PDF and they open it up on their computers in Adobe or whatever they open it up in a PDF reader, the links work in the PDF as well.
I just thought of something since no one else has a question. You have it in the edit mode and you send that like to your client. Why would you want them to change? Why would you want them to be able to change the presentation that you've already put together for them?
They can't. It's only editable to someone within the system.
Oh, okay.
Your clients can't change it, but I purposely made it editable so that if someone says, okay, I want that, then I can share it with them. I just had to figure out how to do that. Unfortunately for me, I don't have somebody that sits down with me and tells me how to do. I literally had to figure it out. And I ain't the sharpest pencil in the box. I'm just one of them. So we good? You guys gonna be easy on me today? It's a
Thank
Monday.
you. Thank you so much. Good job. Appreciate it.
All right,
Hey,
enjoy.
Bob, this
Yes,
is Holly. Is it okay for me to jump in on the 3 o'clock session?
absolutely, same link.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Thank
You
you,
too.
Bob.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.